Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 5LP podcast, and today we got some topics to discuss on. How you? What's going on? What's going on, Greg?
Not much, but that fight over the weekend, I have to give it to the champion. He did,
But before we get to that, I want to discuss that Trump and Harris debate because you said you thought Kamala won.
she did, hands down. That's just like, why would you want to argue with someone's mother?
So what you mean?
Trump is somebody's grandfather you're
Oh
arguing with,
shit!
delirious. So, you know, you can see
You know,
an old man like that is, having a what we call a tissy fit.
a sissy fit.
No, a tissy fit.
What's a tissy
A
fit?
tissy fit is when things like that jump off. You do that moment come out of you, and you had that fit, And Trump don't know how to control it. And you see, he barely could smile. He looked just like a pumpkin with
He
a
definitely
smack.
was smart. You didn't see when he was like,
It was sideways. It was hurting him. It was actually hurting him.
"Oh, so you think it was like a nervous smile?"
It was a smile like, boy, if these cameras, if I had an audience, I'd eat you alive. But he couldn't because he feed off the audience.
Oh, I was just about to ask you that. So you think he feeds off the
Of
audience?
course he does, because, when I first seen him come down those escalator stairs, I knew there was trouble for America. Because when I
Uh
seen him,
huh.
he was just looking like, I'm going to get you now. I bankrupt myself. Now I'm thinking make this money back. I'm going to flip it.
Uh huh.
United States is like Vegas to him.
The whole United States is like Vegas to him.
Of course.
Now, me personally, I think Kamala lost before the debate even started. Because she's saying she's going to do this, this, and that. And the obvious question is, how come you haven't done it yet?
Because she haven't had the power. She was, see,
She definitely
Kamala,
has some power, Greg.
no, 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 no,
Vice
no, no.
president, second in command.
No, she was that tiebreaker vote for him. And she had to go along with his policies. Sometimes you got to ride people's coattail till you get to where you want to get to. And see, she arose her potential, because Trump, he wouldn't stare at her, and then he turned around and he started talking about uh, migrants eating,
Eating the dogs.
dogs
That
and
was what
cats
they
and
talking about.
stuff. Come on now, people don't do that anymore, Trump. you know. So he
Okay,
lost
what
it.
did you have to say about the moderator trying to correct them? Because it is a fact. That's definitely going on.
You know what?
Dogs are getting ate.
You know what? Come to my neighborhood. We got cats too. You can take them off our hands. But I don't believe it. It's a boogeyman. It's like a story that they used to tell us when we was a kid. Joe Bloody and Bloody Bone and Nita.
Right.
Them are three monsters that's gonna come and get you. And all three of those monsters, believe it or not, was white.
Joe Bloody was white.
Yeah,
That
he
sounded
was.
like a black man.
Yeah,
That
he-
sounded like a black man.
See, that's what scares the black people in the hood when you can see a white monster. And it just that's Trump manifested itself. But he just smart with it. I give him credit. The dude is smart
He is
because
smart though.
he got my brother's mind blown. They love him. So hey, we laugh, and joke about it.
Oh man, what's the cookout sound like?
Oh man, hey, I'm the roast beef. They eat me all the time because they know that. I believe give a woman a chance. Look, I was raised by a single mother, and I know I'd rather have a single mother raise me than a single father, because that mother gonna give me a tender loving care. That father gonna be trying to find him some tender loving care and put me on the back burner. So
Well, as a matter of fact, I have stats about how children are better off with single fathers than single mothers. If you're
no,
interested.
no, I have 5 kids.
Uh,
3 sons, 2 daughters. I couldn't have raised them by myself.
I
Believe
didn't
me, I
say by
couldn't
yourself.
have. I couldn't have. But a woman could. Now, I'm not gonna say my first wife could have did that stuff because some people don't have that in them. But you know, a woman is better to raise America than a cheat and a 34th time felony and grabbing people by the genitals
Come
and
on, man.
stuff.
You know
Come
that's
on.
some bullshit,
Come on,
Greg.
man. I heard him
You
say
know
it.
that's the deep state.
I heard him say it
That's
though.
the deep state coming from. I believe it.
Mm.
I kind of believe it.
Hey, I put nothing past Trump.
Me neither.
Because
Well,
them 4 years he was in office, man, I'm not gonna, sit up here and tell you that I was happy. It was like a joke, but it was a scared joke with me because he kept me. I mean, I don't even have high blood, and I feel my blood pressure going up around this guy. This ninja is crazy. I mean, he's like a Daffy Duck crazy. You guys got to watch guys like him. You give him power, and it goes to his head. He refused to release power. That's just like saying, well, you on top of a piece of tail and you jumping off on it, and then you soft. Get up, get up, get off. What do you think?
Think about what?
Think about Trump, his affairs with the women and not paying his people that work for him and stuff, and then he wants you to give him another 4 years.
Well, as far as the women, I think that's our men. I think that's our men talk, anyways. Like behind closed doors. Outside at the end of the day, he just said what a lot of men say amongst themselves.
No,
Nah.
not all men. No.
I mean, not all men, but I mean,
the one with
let's
low
just
ego.
let's just say I've heard worse than that.
Yeah,
Grab him by the pussy. I heard worse than that.
Yeah. Or that old tale. What are you talking about? My hands are very big. My hands are very big.
Who you talking about?
Trump. Where he kept claiming his hands were very big. When they kept talking about, if you call little Marco Rubio and stuff, Marco Rubio said about the hands, he said, but at least my hands are big, You know it go with big hands. Or do you know it go with big hands? The big three.
I don't know what goes with
Oh,
that.
man.
You gotta enlighten me.
Oh, man.
That's like an old saying.
Yeah.
What's it mean, Greg?
Oh, man, big hands, big feet, big dick, man. The three big B's, And Trump can't claim number one. Maybe the feet.
Now, I wanted to discuss their abortion policies. And before we get into that, though, I want to know what's your policy on abortion, Greg.
My policy on abortion is, look, if you all want to condemn women for abortion, every male that jagged off, you're contempted. You committed murder in the first degree.
Every male that jags off, you said.
Every male that jagged off, that's murder in the first degree. Okay. Now, I'm not counting those wet dreams because everybody had those. But I'm talking about you deliberately look at porn and then you do something bad that you grab that lotion, whatever you all use, grease or whatever, That's murder in the first degree. Or if you don't want to tell women what to do about their bodies, ask a man to birth you. Shit. Hey, what species does that? Don't the sharks have
I think no, you're talking about the seahorses.
Yeah, the seahorses, the sharks,
the males have babies.
But leave a woman's body alone. That's her decision, Because I grew up in an era that when women was dying in bathrooms, bleeding out.
For real?
Yeah,
For
and from giving themselves abortions and stuff with clothes
giving
hangers
themselves
and stuff.
abortions?
Yeah, man, they didn't want the child.
Shit.
And this
fucked.
kind of stuff, man, happens a lot. I've seen my cousins, and even my mother had a miscarriage in the toilet and stuff. So people have that stuff, and see, they didn't have Obamacare and all this medical care stuff now. They was going through back alleys and stuff, and this man want to take that right from you. Come on now.
So now we go into their policies, right? I told you, right?
Okay.
What Trump basically his abortion policy is each state should decide their own abortion laws, whereas Kamala wants to take it back under Roe v. Wade, where it's federally banned. It's federal.
Yeah.
All across the board.
Look, it should be your choice. Don't tell nobody what to do with their body unless they're talking about mass suicide. At least they did have that before this Dr. Death, whoever his name was back in the day. He was killing people and stuff.
I've heard about that.
He was giving them insulin and stuff to kill them and stuff in the hospitals and stuff. I forgot his name. But you don't tell people what to do with their bodies, please. I mean, you might tell them they smell, take a bath, take a shower. But, That's none of your business. It's none of your business.
Tell him to shower. So it's basically none of man's business, bro.
And like I say, if you point a finger at somebody, point a finger at yourself, because you the one that's doing an abortion yourself, I mean, you doing masturbation, that's murder in the first degree. I don't care what
Well,
you
I
say.
can't say that because when you busted out, you just busted up. When the woman and when the baby's starting to form now, it has
You
living
need a
cells.
vessel for it, but a man can bust a vessel in a catfish. A man can bust a vessel in a sheep. A man is something else. He just wants to control things. Look, don't tell nobody what to do with their body. That's the bottom line. Maybe his mother should did something with her body when she had him. I don't know, but people that does these kind of thoughts and tell people, that's manipulation, man. That stuff don't work. Next.
Next, Trump has, and I'm quoting, Trump has employees that speak bad of him. That's one of Kamala's arguments, and Trump responded with, "All of them are people that I fired."
Yeah.
So
Yes,
basically, it's just bitter bitches complaining.
Okay, now
that doesn't count.
Now look how he make his money through lying. Now what we did was we showed him that we didn't need him no more. We fired him. Now how can you get fired by 82 million people?
So I never understood what that meant, though. What did she mean by he got fired by 82 million?
He got fired by the United States people.
Tell me when he got impeached?
No. When he got the election time, he had something like about 77 million, and Biden had like 84 or 83 million. The people spoke. The vote spoke out. That's what she meant by that.
Talking about the votes,
right? People fired him. Say, hey, you're fired. You voted off the island. But he don't want to go. And see, that's the worst thing you can do. When people don't want to go, what you got to do to them? And oh yeah, speaking of doing something, somebody tried to kill him again yesterday.
I did hear about that
on the golf course. Which people? That's a cowardly act. But see, these are his own people starting to turn on him.
I want you to break that down. What happened?
What I seen the short broadcast of it, Trump was taking an emergency golf lesson. I mean,
an emergency
emergency golf
session
that he had to work off some frustration. So somebody in his camp, believe me, somebody in his camp.
Oh yeah, I believe that too.
Had an insight on this right here. So, it's like killing Hitler. How they try to do Hitler. He had people in his own staff trying to take him out, but nobody could. At the end. But see, Trump is like a cockroach ain't going away. He just got to die on his own. Old death. I don't wish no harm on nobody.
I was about to ask that. So you're wishing death on Big Trump?
No, I don't wish nothing on nobody because look. I was scared those 4 years he was there. And then add on top of that, the damn pandemic scared me. And then when he said take bleach and infrared and all that stuff, he really scared me.
He was joking, Greg.
No. You don't joke when millions of people are dying, I
mean, he is an old billionaire white man. We can't expect him to be that empathetic.
Look, he should have been tried for murder, for all those accounts. Some people died because, look, if you come in my household and you die, I gotta be accountable. What happened to him? He was doing this, he was doing that. He didn't take no accountability on nothing. He blamed Fauci and everybody else, Wu-Tang, all. He blamed everybody, but the rappers.
They did play a part. And I think, what's his name? Dr. Fauci was supposed to be going to court over it, lying about the vaccine, its safety.
When that coronavirus started, I knew about it a year before it came here to the United States because I watched the news. They were talking about this airborne thing.
I was hearing about it like 4 months before it happened.
No, too. I heard it a whole year, and I was like, and I seen bus drivers with their masks on, and they was telling the bus drivers you can get fired if you wear this mask and stuff because you're making people feel uncomfortable. See, the bus drivers know what was happening. See, we're black people of a nation. We know how to survive when something smell funny or look funny or we're going to get on the P's and Q's. We're going to pray first and then we're going to try to find us a way to get from this crap, And, hey.
And you never caught COVID, correct?
Yes.
How many? One time?
I caught it once.
Was it severe?
Yes. I mean, no, not really because, see, I did. I followed Fauci what he was saying, you know, and I made sure that everything in my household was clean. I seen my little radioactive grandkids and stuff on the side, outside. So look, granddaddy love you, but hey, I gotta think about me. And I followed the protocols. I sprayed down, kept the mask on. Yeah. And then on top of that, Trump was scaring me. Talking about taking bleach and all this stuff, and you know,
I knew he was joking the whole time.
man, no. You don't joke with people dying. No,
I
no.
understand that, but
He scared me, and I didn't like that fear. I mean, I was like my anxiety. I was just running on 10 all the time with him. But it was funny, like going through a scary house, and everybody, that it ain't gonna kill you. You don't think if your heart is weak, you're gonna die. But you going through a haunted house. That's what Trump was, a haunted house, man. Then his wife had the rose garden red. Oh man, that was some
she
real,
had the what?
when she had the whole rose garden with red flowers and all that red shit up in there.
And what's that got to do with anything?
Hey, would you want to see a garden of red, blood red flowers everywhere? It's not Valentine's Day. Come on, they just kind of scary people. And you gotta look at Trump as the first. Him and his brothers them are the first Americans in the United States.
What you mean first American?
His father
like
was
his bloodline?
Yeah, his father was German, right? His father was something.
I don't know.
His father was American. His mother was American. They was European somewhere. I guess they must count in America. You European, you white, you America. I don't know.
So he was raised by immigrants? Is what you're saying?
No. I'm saying that Trump, he be hating on immigrants so badly and stuff, but he doesn't have a long history of his ancestors born here in America. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
So okay, I hear you. So it's hypocrisy going on.
It's bullshit. You don't point your finger. Whenever you point your finger, your thumb is pointing back at you. So you point at yourself. Give these immigrants, give them a break, but it's too many. It is too many. Now, I look at it like, if I go to their country and try that stuff, they'd have killed me. They'd have killed me coming through the door. They'd have buried me in the forest and all that stuff. They come here to get a 720 credit score. They get
what?
over.
You have a source on that?
Of course, I've seen it.
I've
seen it.
Where?
What?
I didn't hear about no credit score.
Oh man,
they're coming through with 7.
They got a 720 credit score.
Mm-hmm.
They got an option for free housing. Okay, a citizen of being a American citizen. Now I blame my buddies the Democrats for that stuff, but some part goes to
the Democrats.
Yeah, and some part goes to the Republicans too, because they didn't want to sign that bill to try to stop this stuff. But see, it's all about who can we put last. Now, the last race in America, believe it or not, and when people think they strive, the last race in America is not the Chinese, not the Philippines or any other race here. I ain't gonna go deep on people because some people's feelings might get hurt. But it's that poor black slave born here in America, not that one that came from South Africa and the Haitians come over here and stuff. Whenever it's time for reparation, they always seem to find time for a fight with somebody. And you know who always fighting? White men. They always into somebody's business. Like old ass women. I got to do this. I got to make my money. Whenever it's time for reparation. Now, I hear people, Newsom in California trying to give his people reparation money. Come on, for what?
Oh, shit. Newsom, he's an evil bastard.
I like him, but he's wrong. I like his...
He looks like a villain.
No. You know what? That dude, if he was in Hollywood, he'd be a leading man. Trump, if he was in Hollywood, he'd be a villain. You got to look at the Trump can make a good penguin. A big orange penguin, Newsom would make I ain't gonna say a Kennedy, but Newsom, he'll swing. Look, matter of fact, ain't his ex-wife is banging Don Jr.? No, Don Jr. That's his girlfriend.
Oh no, you already know you're deeper in politics than me.
Oh man,
I gotta get my game up, but yeah, I don't know. I heard someday. I don't know if you heard about this. That Gavin Newsom slept with his best friend's wife.
Hey, you know what? If she was fine, I'd have slept with her too. You see, that's the thing. See, these people don't know about OPP.
OPP.
OPP. Other people's property. You're supposed to tell nobody when you get something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many OPP? I guess. Oh Lord, that's a whole different topic. But you know, well, I grew up in the projects. Robert Taylor, Henry Horner, and I stayed at Stateway Garden for a little bit. Believe me, I never joined the gang. I always had a job at the age of 14, working a legitimate job. You know, getting a paycheck, a W-2 form and stuff. But you know, these people, I just have to shake my head on them. You know, what do you think?
About what specifically? Because you just spoke on a lot. You
know,
just touched on a lot.
Any one of them, man. Because you know, when I get going, man, you know, I just get mad on how you know we get treated at the end. You know, and I mean
Right.
I mean black people, Hispanic people that been here, not the ones that just came here. Nobody get that reputation. You know, nobody get that. You come in, you the fastest gun. No, dude.
Okay, now how do you feel about the Arabics and the Ukrainians just coming in here? Because we don't hear about them. The news only talks about the Latinos and the Caribbean people,
You know what?
but they're not speaking on the Ukrainians that's over here.
Only thing I gotta say is
When they should be fighting for their country.
Yeah.
Take your time. Take your time, man.
Well, I wouldn't want to see them prosper like this. You know, they good doctors. They're good. I want to see them in politics. Come on in over here now, politics.
You want Ukrainians to come in America's politics. I'm not gonna say ours.
I want them to come. I want everybody to join the pot. See, get into politics.
But not the Venezuelans.
Everybody. You know, everybody. I want to see what your beef is. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because everybody got their beef, but don't bring your beef when you come to a new country. You know, you leave that past behind you. You know, like we don't have no beef with nobody because they took us from our country. So you know, take care of your illegitimate first before you take care of other people. You know, feed them. I found a link card ID of the migrants. Now,
You can speak on this.
by me being a brother, I wanted to know what was on it. I looked at it, you know. When I see this cat had over $1,300 worth of link, and he had over $900 cash paid by the Illinois Department of Public Aid, and they won't even give me jack. Man, that's not right, man. And I went down there and I asked them that too, and they said, "Well, sir, it's not true." And I gave them the ID. I busted them right there on 62nd and what's that? 62nd and right off of Ashland.
I don't know.
No, 62nd. No. I'm sorry. That's 59th Street.
I know they kicked you out. They kicked you out, Greg?
No, they assisted me and they gave me a little public assistance, $64. I guess that was hush money. I don't know where I'm gonna spend all that money at. Shoot. But I've been working ever since I was like 14.
Oh yeah, you forget. You had to. Yeah, you working since you was 14.
Yeah, so you know, I put in my dues and stuff, but you know, I still don't have a 720 credit score. I mean, I tried. Oh, deep finance at 27% here. This right here. Look, America, I love you, but bitch, you ain't right.
You are not right.
Hey, you're not right. You know,
America's a whore.
America teased me with a blowjob, and then when it's time for me to put it in, she keep making it pop out. You know, it didn't work like that. Come on, I don't want to hold you down. You supposed to be willingly. You had me over here. We built your country.
Mm-hmm. Talk about it.
We built your country. I mean, we built this motherfucker free. Who built Washington for free? You know, built the White House not once but twice for free.
I don't know what it's called. What's this shit called?
It's called slavery.
I know. I'm talking
free
about,
labor.
I was about to get into something. What's it called when you design the buildings?
Architect.
I heard. I don't know if I heard this correctly. The architect of the White House is a black woman.
Right. The architect of the whole
You know her
Washington,
name?
yeah, the whole Washington layout was a black person, a black male. I forgot his name, but I'm gonna have it for you next time because it's a lot of things that they don't want you to know, and like Tucker, the car genius guy.
Krista? What are you
His name was
talking
Tucker. It did a couple of movies about this guy. He invented something that will take care of all the. You won't have to burn so much gas. It's something you put on top of your carburetor, and you burn less gas. But see, that had to go through with the.
No,
Oh,
talking to my
they had to go. Oh, I'm sorry. They had to
getting
go into the
comfortable now.
industry
Yeah.
of holding back from people from the gas industry.
Yeah.
That's how Mobil, Exxon, and all them guys made their money. Polluting the earth. And speaking of pollution, somebody please explain to me. For the past 35 years, I've been looking up at the sky, and I've been seeing these little clouds. Jet things shooting this stuff across the sky. And I asked some of the professors that I know and stuff. They couldn't exactly tell me what it was. They said it was particle, but you know what? I see it as kind of like they're making clouds. After that form for a while, then you have clouds and stuff. Now, I don't know. Maybe they getting this world ready for uh they cross over to alien life forms and stuff. Who knows what's going on, but you don't know. And every time you mention that to one of these politicians, they'll tell you, "Hey, if I tell you, I gotta kill you." They'll laugh, but and like I said, that's how Trump was. He made he say things and it scare you, but you laugh, but you don't know. So
And as a matter of fact, I don't know if it was the beginning of this year or last year, they admitted to alien life in space. What you think about that? You think that was what?
look,
No, and Mexico did too.
yeah.
That supposed mummy looked like he got roasted or some shit.
Who got roasted?
You remember the alien that Mexico showcased? Supposedly, it looked like a dry Martian on the bed with his
Oh, the
eyes
bed, yeah,
closed.
that flat bed. Yeah, they showed it black and white though.
What you think about that? You think that's legit?
Look, I'm
You
gonna tell
think
you something.
Mexico's lying?
Look,
Mexicans
the,
are
the, the, the
liars.
aliens, the aliens look like the people that you see every day. These things evolve and stuff. I'm calling things they evolve, but look, they need certain atmosphere to try to climate to help them along. They cannot stand the sun. Who else can look? Like I said, I grew up in the era. Skin cancer was very rare 30 years ago. It was
A lot
very
of
rare.
a lot of diseases were rare
And
back then.
now since what goes up must come down. This stuff is flying over your head, must come down. I see over there by the airport, the Midway Airport, O'Hare, the trees in that area there. Look at the leaves. The leaves are all dried and puffed up and brown, like they got some type of cancerous stuff to it. That's from the gasoline, the fossils and stuff that's coming out of there. And just imagine that stuff falling on your soil. So small particles falling in your head. Look at male baldness
They got
now.
a name for them. I forgot what the fuck it was called. I think it was lines or something. I don't know.
But they know what they're doing. It's a slowly kill. I noticed last year where I stay at, I was looking west, and I see like in the middle of you can see it from Cottage Grove to California, going west. It was a big star in the sky, and it stayed there. And I watched it for
Well,
about 35 days. It was the same time that damn balloon was going around. That balloon that Russia was supposed to send, or China had that
yeah, it
balloon
was
floating
China. They
around.
said it was China shit.
Yeah. So and I noticed it started there for a while. And then I called Channel 7 News, and I asked them about it. And someone's supposed to get back with me, but no one ever did. So it's just certain things. If you ask the wrong question, sometimes bad things happen your
So
way.
you reported alien sighting? Or no,
I
UFO
reported
sighting.
I reported a star that stood still all the time, and I wanted to know what star that was in the sky. I mean, it just stood there for like I say over 40 days, and I wanted to know what it was, and never moved. Everything else moved, but that one star stayed directly focused toward going. It was westbound, but was pointing toward the east. Going toward the east, and people are doing a whole lot of strange shit, and you wonder why. Uh, People are hurting each other. It's some type of man is doing something, to each other. That's what I believe. And it's not the rap music either, because rap music is good. I
So
just,
so let me. So you believe in aliens, Greg? Just confess.
Look, aliens
What
is
do you think?
look, aliens is excuse me, God's toys.
Well, come on.
Listen to me.
You believe?
You know, you
Go ahead.
okay? Look, I'm tell you something. They got that pyramid wall they got with the Egypt leaders and all that stuff on that wall with all the designs on there. Look on that wall. I mean,
Yeah, I
just
know
pull
what
it
you're
up on
talking
your.
about. I
You
know
gonna
what you're
see
talking
a
about.
like a plane on there, and they was drawing. See, people didn't know what it was. People just drawing what they seen then, trying to identify what it is, and that's what we see now. So I'm saying that this country of this world, they got a hold of some nice technology, and they doing it like Atlanta did, and you're gonna overdo yourself. You're gonna overdo yourself, and what happened to Atlanta? If you believe in it, what happened to Atlanta? It sunk. We we what 80 70
Talking about
percent
Atlantis.
yeah. So you gotta believe. And they say they had unbelievable technology, right? That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Yeah. And see, and that's what the United States saying now. We got
And
unbelievable
I don't know if
technology.
that's true. I don't know if that's Caucasian propaganda.
Man, you know what?
You don't think that's
Everything.
Caucasian propaganda? You know, they try to make everything seem like it all started in Greece, Rome.
Look, everybody know where Earth was. I mean, life was. Look, Africa, Mother Africa,
Hmm.
conform all this stuff. As you follow, like some people tell you, the Earth is 2,000 years old and all that stuff. Look, don't believe that crap. I mean, you know what? You can believe if you want to, but how can you explain a tree over 3,000 years old and the Earth is 2,000 years old? How can you explain ADDC, BC, before Christ? The dinosaurs, the fossils, how long it takes for it to grow in the ground and stuff, and what's going on and stuff.
I don't think I believe in dinosaurs
Oh,
either.
come on now. They finding bones and stuff. Yeah, they was
But
around.
they never found the full skeleton. All
You know
that shit
what?
you see in the museum, that's not real.
You
They
know
never
what?
found the full skeleton of a dinosaur.
You know
Let's
what?
get that
At the
on
Field
record.
Museum when I was a kid, we went there in Chicago.
Hmm.
It was a big ass dinosaur. That was dinosaur fossils. That was the bones and everything. Hey, how you doing? That was the bones and everything. And and I seen the big old it was like a giant elephant with hoofs and that. They just these things capture your imagination, man. Those things was there. But
Right.
see, I mean, they was there. But they was God too. They had to roam the earth and formed everything. And see, you got to remember, people be talking about that stuff. Say, oh, he can read the earth in 7 days. 6 days and rest on the seven. Time has no meaning to that stuff, man. One day with
Yeah,
God is
yeah.
like a thousand years. So people can always throw you off, and then
Yeah, the Bible does have esoteric meaning.
mm,
So it didn't have to be exactly 7 days. It could have been 7,000 years.
yeah, for
You know
each
what I'm
one,
saying?
and then you got these people that think they so smart they want to tell you something else, and try to it's all about confusion.
So do you believe in Darwinism? Charles Darwin's his theory on evolution.
No,
I don't either. I
you know
don't come
what?
from no
You know
goddamn
what?
monkey.
He was probably a devil himself because if you believe that okay, what about you white Caucasian monkeys then? What did y'all do? What was y'all like that old theory back in the day? I was forced to watch this as I was a child. It was Tarzan, and I couldn't figure out how could this one skinny white man be the lord of a jungle of millions and millions of black people out here holler, oh, beat his damn chest. What? And had a diaper on and a knife. Come on now. It just how TV and everything gonna affect your life later on. Like it wouldn't be no smoking now. Cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
If Casablanca with all them gangster movies that Humphrey Bogart and them that played in, everybody had George Rapper. Everybody had a cigarette. See, they were promoting something, a style to
Yeah.
people, and people like that. Oh, that made me feel cool, and they was doing that stuff. I seen George Ralph. He got shot one time in one of his movies. He wanted a cigarette before he died, and he inhaled some smoke and made it come out of his inner stomach where the smoke came out. It was just Hollywood will sell you anything. Every movie I seen, man, and people can't explain this right here. In the Middle East, not them Arabs or Iranians and people that live there. They conquered that land before. All this stuff was part of Africa, people.
Oh yeah, yeah. Middle East was definitely
Yeah.
Africa.
All this was Africa, and you know who was there? Black people. See, black people they wanted a king so badly, they forsake their God for a king. And now some of us are roaming, but some of us are aware of what's going on. And the one of us that's aware, they want to mark us and say, "Oh, that nigga crazy," or "That ninja crazy," or "This right here," you know.
That's right.
But you gotta speak your mind, but speak it around certain people because some people will take your ass out, because they don't want to hear that stuff because they scared. Because it was this white kid I was watching this program on YouTube, and I don't never do that, but I happened to watch this particular program, and this white kid said, "Oh, daddy," he said, I don't understand why you always gotta be hanging around, want to hurt them niggers all the time. They just get a whole bunch of them and just kill them all, daddy." And the boy said, the daddy said, "Now I'm gonna take you where you can really go hunt these little niggas and stuff. You call them little nipplings." So what the daddy did was he was on his way somewhere, and the door opened up on him. The boy fell out the car, and the boy ended up in the hospital. The boy was in a coma for about maybe 3 days. Came out, and he said, "Daddy," he said, "I was in nigger heaven, daddy." And I said, he said, "I seen Jesus. He was there. He was a nigger, and I seen God, and he was a nigger too. And daddy, I said, daddy, I just can't do it anymore, daddy." His father disowned him. I thought it was hilarious, because he
I
look.
think it's hilarious and somewhat true.
Yeah, because come on, every move you see, Jesus, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Uh-huh.
They try to narrow him down. Now he look more Arab a little bit, a little like Arab and Hispanic put together.
And if you do the history on it, that's actually Caesar Borgia, one of the Roman emperors, who was committing incest in his time. We know about that, white folks.
Yeah. And see, you just gotta be careful. It tells you, and people hate to hear this part. They said they're trying to describe Jesus' color. He said Jesus' color is at the center of the bark of a tree. The bark in a tree, if you cut it open, any tree, the bark in a tree, is brown. He said his hair was nappy like wool. Come on.
Yeah.
These are the facts now. If hey, these are the facts. So if you don't want to follow that, then jump off for it and believe in Trump and do what you got to do, But, those are the facts. And you see a black person, I'm saying these are the ones that who being perpetrated so much want to be. We often copy but never duplicate it. We always somebody always trying to rip something off from us. Everything. I mean everything. Look at the NFL. I watched it yesterday. I seen was it 91% black? NBA, I know it's 98% black. So come on now.
Boxing, half black, half Mexican.
Yeah, boxing is like 75% black and 24% Hispanic and 1% white and 1% white.
I think Mexico because Mexico actually has the most world champions in the world.
Mexico has the most boxing of featherweights, bantamweights, and all that devil. I'm talking about when you cross.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how they pop rank on that stuff, because you ain't gonna find too many tiny black guys,
heavyweights,
and stuff like that.
I mean, David Benavidez, I think he just went up heavyweight.
Yeah,
and I'm glad we just spoke of that because we got to get back on Canelo versus Berlanga. First off, I want to get into the undercard first. I want to go one by one. I want to speak on Rolly's return back to the arena after his devastating loss to Pitbull Cruz in his last fight. You said you didn't catch the first fight.
No, I didn't see the first one.
Well, it wasn't too impressive, but Rolly tried to do what he could when he came back. I don't think he was in camp. I don't think he said he did that much of camp. But it's not too much to speak on him. That was the first fight. It wasn't super interesting. But you did catch the second one.
Yeah.
Where Caleb won by TKO. I want to play that clip. Because I told you I want the reaction to speed as fuck.
Ooh. See, he should have stopped the fight then, because Oh, boy, getting
Right
hurt too
there.
bad.
It's over with.
Yeah, he should have stopped. He was putting the pain on him.
And I was angry about this because I actually wanted Caleb. I wanted to see Caleb Blanton take another L. I don't really like him too much.
Mm.
I think he's a corny as trailer park white boy. You know what I'm
But
saying?
he hit kind of hard though, don't he? Got
Yeah,
fast
he's
hands.
fast too. Yeah, I noticed that too. He has fast hands. Hits kind of hard, but as a personality, I don't like him. So shout out to Canelo for beating him back in that day. But I actually thought his opponent Trevor McCumby, I thought he was gonna pull the upset. Did you at a point that he was gonna pull the upset
I thought he
at the
was, but
beginning?
see, the reason he didn't do that because he got beside himself. He should have stayed on, used that 3.5 inch reach he had. He should have used that reach and instead of be dancing, he would have been a tall version of a Slick Floyd if he would have did that. He'd have been a new champion. But see, he gave up he felt that first punch and he gonna lay on the ropes and try to absorb it. No, he's a
So you
puncher.
think he lost confidence in himself?
He got beside himself, kept backing against the rope. Canelo was not. He
No, I'm not even talking about Canelo yet, Greg. I was talking about the fight I just showed you. That was Caleb Plant.
Oh, oh man,
The
that was
second.
one sided, man. That was one sided. He whooped his ass from the beginning.
So you think Caleb Plant was dominating
Yeah.
the fight?
Yeah.
Because I think in the beginning, Trevor, I think he rocked him about 2 times.
Look, those light punches.
Had him wobbly at the knees.
Look, the dude, man, he wasn't ready. They always say, "I'm ready, I'm ready." No. He wasn't ready, man. He thought he was ready. But you can look at a person's eyes when they walk in that ring, how they glance at you like they're kind of scared a little bit, you know. He had that little fear in his
They
eye.
say the eyes are the windows to the soul.
Yeah, it is. And he just looked kind of scared, like, I'm gonna do enough to keep this nigga off me, you know. And I'm gonna give me my punches in, but I'm not gonna do my style of fight. Wasn't he a southpaw too?
I'm not that advanced in boxing. I'm with
I
that
mean,
to you. That's why I got you.
When he boxing with his right hand, leading off with his right, and see that throws most fighters off and everything because when you leave your
Can you light
power,
up that joint, Greg? I need this smoke.
my beer got hot. I need me another beer. I can't drink hot beer. I got some ice in there.
Yeah.
You see that garage door? I give me some ice.
Oh, Greg, we can't do that.
Oh, okay.
Already filming.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I could actually pause. Yeah, I'm gonna just edit this little exchange we had. We'll get right back to it. Yeah, back to it. Anyways, Canelo Berlanga, thoughts. Let me know.
Well, the first round was the best round for the underdog, and
Third round, that's the
best
one he got knocked
the
out
first-
in, Greg.
I said the first round was the best round.
Oh,
The
okay.
fill
I
out
thought you said
round.
third round.
No.
Yeah, that's the fill out round.
And that was his best round because he felt that he didn't want to take those hard little punches he was throwing at. Because see, when you kill a giant, you hit him in the body. That body, no matter how fast them legs is, you hit him in that body, everything else gonna fold. And see, he didn't exercise his long jab. You know, you got you a
Height advantage.
Uh,
And he actually he had weight advantage too.
He did. That's right.
He
They was comfortable
hydrated.
about the weight.
He
And
came in, I think he weighed in at 192, and he's fighting at
he's a-
super middleweight.
He's a big boy.
He was a big boy, so
That's
that's probably why he didn't get knocked out.
And
that's probably one of the
he was
reasons.
cocky, but he didn't show it like he did on his other opponent.
I mean, he was selling the fight. Let's be real.
You know,
I don't believe none of that face-off shit, all those face-off arguments. That's all promo. They're trying to sell the fight. It's a business.
but see, who was Canelo gonna fight before he picked him? He can't pick this boy right here. Who's gonna fight? He had to give up one of his belts for it. You know, he
I
didn't
was
want.
talking about William Skull,
He didn't want none of him.
Cuban fighter.
He didn't want none of him. See,
He wasn't afraid of him. He wasn't
he
nobody
didn't
knows
want
who
that.
William Skull is, Greg.
yeah, that's right. But he did, and he figured, hey, See, nobody knew who Buster Douglas was either till he knocked Tyson ass out. So you know,
No, but there's actually, it's been said by I think Bobby Brown, Mike Tyson was snorting coke with him the whole night before.
hey, I don't put it past him. Bobby
He was-
Brown
he
fucked a
was
lot of people up.
dehydrated, didn't get no rest, no prior training. Come on, man. Can we really
Hanging out with
count? Can we
bad
count
company.
that?
Yeah, we can count that
Yeah.
too because I always thought Mike Tyson was the baddest man on the planet. You know, I mean, his style was. I like that gladiator, no socks. You know, just a shirt on, just a a towel on him, and come in this work with his boxing shorts on. You know, everybody else coming there want to be laced up with the tassels and this right here and that. Tyson says, "Come on, just bring me the towel. Just go on in. I'm gonna kick your ass anyway." Tyson was on his thing,
Right.
but the Canelo,
Canelo.
I want to see him fight against my boy Bud Crawford. Come on, just meet this man
That's a
halfway.
mismatch, Greg. Come
Look,
on.
meet him halfway, dude. Lose 10 pounds and let Bud pick up 10, and yeah, that's right there in that middleweight. Cause Bud is about 160.
Canelo's not going to do that because he knows
He's a coward.
he's doing a favor for him for even fighting him. Come on, Greg. We just saw Crawford at 154 struggled against a Russian fighter, a white boy, with only 7 fights to his name, Greg.
But he
Come
was a
on.
champion.
He struggled.
He was the champion. He was the champion. Wilfred Benitez came in fighting his fight. I think he was a champion at what was 6 or 7. The professional fight.
Which Wilfred? Wilfred
Fredo?
Benitez or Gomez?
No. This is a fighter in the early '80s.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
The Puerto Rican legends, right?
Right. And see, sometimes you can just beat somebody's ass right there in the first round. It showed you was meant for the game. And then you have all those title defenses like 12 and 13 and all that stuff. But see, that's how I feel about the fight game, man. Because Tyson had his era. George, who was that?
Foreman.
No, George Foreman. It was George Cooney. He had his
George
little
Clooney.
era.
Isn't that a?
That's a white boy.
That's an actor.
No. Clooney.
I don't know.
George Clooney.
No, you
He
got
the one fought against I think it was Larry Holmes, and he knocked him out and stuff. But fight games is a tricky game, man. You gotta be willing to take a punch to give a punch.
hit and not get hit.
Hey,
That's the name
no.
of the game.
You gonna get hit. You gonna get hit.
I mean, I would say the goal is to hit and not get hit.
Well, some guys like that feel for you to hit them too. To make
Not,
them mad.
not like Shakur Stevens who gets hit, then hits.
Sometimes it wakes you up, makes you madder, like the Hulk.
What do you think about Shakur Stevenson's style? Are you familiar with Shakur Stevenson?
Not at all.
So back to what you were saying there, because if you don't know him, there's no point there.
Okay. What weight class?
He's a lightweight.
Lightweight.
He's a lightweight. But his latest critique has been his very boring style. Just basically running around the ring the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Not
See,
really engaging.
you know what? I like that in a boxer. As long as you can be light on your toes and have a flickering jab, a stinging jab. You don't have to have a knockout punch.
But he doesn't even have no puncher power, Greg.
He don't?
He needs to. Nah, man, not really.
Oh.
They try to compare him to Floyd, but
Oh,
in my opinion, Floyd was entertaining.
Yeah. Tyson.
He wasn't an explosive fighter, but I still found this style entertaining.
I like Floyd too. He was in a little trouble with Mike Tyson earlier this week, talking about that
What?
he was the best boxer there ever was. Now he was the best boxer in his era, at his weight class at this particular time. But then he was better than Ali. Come on now, or had better fights. It was never a fight like Thriller in Manila or when Ali fought Sonny Liston and fought him twice. It just sure everybody had a boogeyman, but Floyd never had a Sugar Ray Leonard to go against. I would like to see him box against Sugar Ray Leonard. I don't think he would have won. Or it was
But
another
what weight class was Sugar Ray?
welterweight, 147.
Okay, that's his weight.
And see, I don't think he could have handled him. Or a marvelous Marvin Hagler. Some guys gonna put some pain on you and shit. When you do that shoulder roll on Marvelous Hackler, he gonna shoulder roll you all right. He gonna uppercut your ass, But everybody had their era, Floyd, he's a king for 12 years.
I mean, but Floyd's reason for saying he's the best, even above, no, not even that, because people keep pointing that his 50-0 record is 50-0, but against the most champions.
Oh,
so
most
he won against
bout.
the most world champions at that.
You know what? It could have been those. I got to do a little bit more checking up on that. But Floyd, he's a great fighter. I ain't taking nothing from him. But if he would have fought somebody like Sugar Ray Robinson back in the day, that was around the same weight class, they'd have whooped his ass because they had put the pain on him. that shoulder roller wasn't gonna work when somebody flicking a jab at your face, you know. And I still say the best boxer ever put on a pair of gym shoes was Muhammad Ali. That was the
Wow.
best that I ever seen. The best anybody else ever seen.
So what do you think when they say only people that's only men that's 40 and up say that?
Look, people, look. I seen Ali fight Ernie Shavers, Thriller in Manila, George Foreman.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I'm a shorty. I'm watching this shit. I'm noticing the skills of this brother. I've been watching all of them. I watched Larry Holmes, the ass we gave to Ali. And then I watched it in the ring when Ali whispered in Mike Tyson's ear and said, kick his ass. And
I
then,
seen that clip. He walked up to
hey,
him, whispered in his ear.
yeah, he was right in there.
No, I think he said kill him.
Yeah, kick his
Kill him.
ass. And that's what Tyson did. You know. But you got your fighters in that time. And now these other champions, we got that British boy. What's that British champion name is?
Is
Joshua.
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 Anthony Joshua.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the body, the height that any super fighter would want. But see, he ain't got the heart. you know, I'm pretty. I ain't gonna get hit in the face. Ali had all that in his working, and he was worried about hurting you. He said,
Shit, he
put the
got
paint
whooped
on
by
you.
my boy Andy Ruiz, an out of shape 35-year-old fighter.
He needed that ass whooping. And see, I want to see him fight against the other boy, the other crybaby, Joshua, and what's the brother name is that kept crying that he wanted to fight and lost twice in a row against Tyson Fury. Oh man, what is it? We running a blank on him.
You talking about the UFC fighter?
No, the black dude.
The big ugly black dude?
Yeah.
Uh,
Him and Anthony
Frank-
Joshua supposed to be fighting.
And,
No,
no, Josh? I don't know what you're talking about.
no. I'm gonna get this motherfucker's name. Black heavyweight champion today. Ain't showing.
Who wants to fight Joshua? They want to fight.
What his name is? I see it. Anthony Joshua. What's this nigga name is? Yeah, I can't get him right now. But Anthony Joshua, he was supposed to be fighting against the boy that he fought against Tyson Fury a couple of times, and Tyson Fury beat his ass. And,
Only one I know is basically the UFC fighter. He fought that big ugly African dude, Frank. Fuck. His name was Frank or some shit.
Well, I can't get it right. Oh man, it's good.
Anyways, Greg, what do you think today's boxers could do better? They could bring boxing back to its golden era.
Stop all that pay-per-view shit. Put them on every station.
That's what used to happen.
Yeah.
How did they make money?
Well, no, you gonna make money and stuff, but the pay-per-view boxing. I know, like about 3 years ago, they were trying to bring boxing back. Everybody was fighting like once a week. You can see like 2 or 3 fights. You can see top contenders, going at it and stuff.
I've seen some pictures of how the
But-
schedules used to look like.
Yeah,
back
and it was
then.
nice to
Yeah,
box.
big fights every weekend.
Yeah, and that's what I want to see.
Julio fight one day. Mike Tyson will fight the next weekend after that.
Yeah,
Holyfield will fight a week after that. It was nuts.
well, it is how
Yeah.
they play us, and I want to see. One thing I want to see. And I refuse to let my eyes catch it. I don't like to watch 2 white dudes fight. That's just not me,
I mean, the 2 white boy fights last night. I was forced to watch it because I'm trying to watch my guy Canelo. So I had to suffer through that fight.
That's probably why I missed that first fight.
It wasn't the first. It was the second
Was
fight.
the second fight?
Yeah.
How many fights was on the card, man? I only seen 3.
It was a 4-fight card.
I seen 1.
4 fights. You said you
two.
told me you
I
saw
caught
3.
I caught the middle of the third fight. And I was looking
Yeah,
at
that was the white boy fight. To be honest, it wasn't that bad though. But I will never intentionally see two Caucasian men fight.
Yeah,
Not on purpose.
yeah, it's not good.
That's not happening. That's what's not going to happen.
But they'll try. That great white hope era is over.
I never seen a White Hope era. I
Uh,
mean, the only white boxer I respect is Triple G.
oh, Triple G the man.
Yeah, he was a dog. I respect. I kind of respect Bivol too. He's him and Floyd are the only ones to defeat Canelo.
Triple G. No, back he was European. What was he?
He was you okay.
Ukrainian or some
He
shit.
was born in Uzbekistan, but he was of Ukrainian lineage.
Oh,
But if you do the
the fighter
history,
name I was thinking about was Wilder.
but if you do the history, Ukrainians are really Russians.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, Triple G's a Russian,
Yeah.
and Ukrainians call themselves Russians. So I don't care about none of that war that's going on over there. I still see them both as Russians.
The Swissco's brothers, and the one was prime minister over there, and the other was, both of them retired though. Them Frisco boys, when them boys were boxing, man, nobody could beat those 6'7" giants,
You
6'8".
the Frisco brothers?
Hell yeah, man, they was
I
a
don't know
killer.
nothing about that.
Man, them brothers was killers, man. They
What
was
weight division was that?
that was heavyweight. They say heavyweight champion for 10 years, man. They was killers. And defended their titles. And they never one had one belt and the other had two. And they never would want to fight each other. They said, nah, we don't get down like that.
You still haven't felt that?
What?
I thought you were looking for the.
I told you. And Joshua.
Okay.
His name was
Well, Greg.
Wilder. His name is Wilder.
Deontay, you talking about Deontay Wilder?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Deontay
man,
Wilder.
you could have just said his last name, man.
Yeah.
But man, thanks, Greg, for sliding through, man.
Hey man.
I think we had a good conversation. What you think?
Hey man, it was pretty good, man. We're gonna do this again, and get a little bit deep on the Trunkism and what we doing, and we trying to be fair. We trying to be fair. This is just two brothers' opinion.
Just having a conversation,
Yeah,
garage
that's all.
talk. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll catch you on the next one.
Right. Peace out.
Oh, man.